Welcome back to another Residuals for Life podcast brought to you by IGT. Super excited to have the national sales trainer in the studio with me right now, Mr. Randy Wilson. Let's welcome him to the show, man. What's up, Randy?
Mr. Silfon Chun, good to be here, brother. Thanks for having me back again.
Man, it's always a pleasure to have you on here. And as we discussed before, we got on live, off camera. Man, there's so many different things we talk about, but there's a couple things that you pointed out. I thought we need to address. We need to share this with the world, with what's going on, because man, as you can tell, the economy, I mean, the inflation, cost of living, expenses, it's bananas right now, brother. I mean, you know, um, but what's your thoughts on that? But before we get into that, kind of give yourself give the people who just tuning in, a little bit of a background of who you are in case they missed another episode.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, again, thanks for having me on here. It's so good to, come on here and me and you chop it up and talk about what's relevant out there in the marketplace. I'm the national trainer for IGT, Integrated Global Technologies. And what we do is we are a wholesale operation, wholesale telecommunications operation, and we help businesses find ways to improve their services or their operations. And we target ways to lower their costs, improve their infrastructures, give them all the help and attention that they need, expertise, so that we can help them do business better
Mm,
and enjoy all of the accolades that come with doing business better, man. That's what we do. So that's just a little bit. That's a tiny
right.
bit
Just a
of
tiny bit,
what I'm
right?
doing here. So
Man, I love your monthly sales training. I know you prepare, you get super into it. There's a lot of
yeah,
preparations, a lot of research, and
yeah,
putting it all together, sourcing different facts and stuff like that. And I love how you present it too. You make it like it's because as you understand, right? This telecommunication telecom world is very, it's a lot of technology, a lot of trending new things that's upcoming, but you just simplify it and make it well, how I remember it, how you teach it, it's like, we're just matchmakers, right?
hmm
We're agents. We're just connecting people so they can, again, like you said, reduce costs
yeah.
and, leverage their savings into other areas of their business so they can like enjoy the benefits of it when they
That's right.
cut down
That's
the
right.
cost. I love it, Randy. So
Well,
yeah,
and
man. I mean, what's out there right now? What have you been hearing? What's been noticing?
there's so many things that are happening out there, and I think we should also recognize that the name of the show is called Residuals for Life.
Yes,
As
sir.
a national sales trainer or the national trainer for the company, we do have to recognize that our focus is also not just businesses, although that's our target market, if you will, commercial organizations. But we also want to make sure that those agents or consultants that align with us, that we point them in the right direction, give them all the support that they need, help them
Mm,
understand better the marketplace. And that's really where I try to do my best there. Like you said, if we could take a message that might seem complicated and convert it into a simple regurgitatable kind of message, so that guys like you and I can come along and take this product, if you will, and deliver it to an organization that is in need. Well, then we're doing our jobs well, man. So we not only take care of our business partners and customers and stuff like that,
mhm.
but we also want to make sure we take care of the consultants, the agents like you and I, and the great team of people that we work with. We want to make sure that they're equipped and ready to go out there and deliver this message. So I just wanted to add that to the mix as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Every a lot of businesses out there right now, Randy, they're struggling, right? They want to grow, or if how can they expand? How can they grow? If they don't want to grow, sometimes they're looking at downsizing,
That's
and
right.
you can see there's a lot of layoffs, and they're looking for ways to cut down costs.
Yeah.
So just with your background and expertise, kind of share with us, how they can use IGT as a resource to cut down costs.
Well, you kind of hinted towards it a little bit. All companies want to grow. There's not a single company out there that says, you know what, we don't want to grow. We would rather contract in the market. Most companies are looking for ways to grow.
Hmm.
And the landscape right now is really tough, especially when you got things you know like some companies are suffering from this new minimum wage hike.
Oh
you
my
know
goodness, right?
yeah, this is a major situation. Companies are closing down. Brand name, multi generational companies that have been in the marketplace for a long time are starting to go. You know what? We waving the white flag. We give up. And this new minimum wage hike has not only impacted businesses, but a lot of these businesses have closed their doors.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have been laid off. They showed up to work and
Like,
the doors are locked.
right, automatically. Especially, I mean, are you referring to the California $20
Yeah,
minimum
mostly.
wage
Yeah,
hike?
California, exactly.
Yeah, it's expensive to do business out here because of the labor costs. And yeah, I
Yeah,
read in the
yeah,
news some people showed up, and they don't have a job anymore.
that's
Like,
right. That's right.
dang.
So there's actually two markets in there, but our immediate goal is to say, hey, businesses, with the increasing cost of doing business, then obviously, a smart business manager, owner, entrepreneur is going to look for ways to, um, uh, you know, decrease the cost of doing business while also looking for ways to improve the quality of their business.
Ooh, the
You
efficiency.
don't want to lower costs and it just now means you're a cheapo. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
lowering your cost doesn't mean, hey, let's go cheapo and still try to remain a quality business.
Hmm.
What we're able to do, Sofan, is we are able to help companies identify where they can save sometimes tremendous amounts of money
Hmm.
while also improving the quality of their business,
Wow.
communications, technology, cloud, security, all these kinds of things that are within the realm of telecommunications. Come on,
Hmm.
let's face it. If you can improve that area of your business, then teaming up with us, we can help you lower those costs for that and increase the quality of that.
Yep.
Now you're running your business more efficiently, more effectively. You might save some employees on that one.
Absolutely.
You may be less impacted by the increasing cost of doing business.
Right. Right. Yeah, a success story. I've seen a few already. Some of the clients that I've been able to help, and with the savings, significant, tremendous savings, actually. That they've seen, they're using that resource now into other areas to
That's right.
again reward employees, even implementing an AI automated marketing
Mm,
system. And when I say AI automation, sometimes it sounds like, oh, what's this crazy stuff, but really it just reduces your labor costs too as
that's
well.
right.
Now you're freeing up people that are tied to doing, for example, let's say posting online, answering sales calls or even making dials and stuff like that. Now you have AI automated systems to stay in constant contact with your customers, and it frees up that person to do other things in the business, and
Well,
they're efficient now. But go
yeah,
ahead.
and this AI thing, I think this is a great topic, and it's a little sensitive because I'm sure a lot of people have there's different kind of attitudes towards AI.
Right.
But just some of the things that you're saying here is AI doesn't mean the end of human interaction in a business. Instead, it's an opportunity for you to maybe cross. I forget the term. It's called cross. I want to say cross pollinate or something, but
Yeah.
you can take your staff and focus their attention in other areas of growth. Imagine if you can. have some of the mundane tasks handled
Mm,
with automation, and
yes.
now you can take your human resources
Yes.
and focus it on more revenue generating activities.
I love it. Exactly. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're freeing up their time. Yeah, reducing labor costs now.
That's right. That's
You
right.
know.
Yeah,
Eh,
you're reducing labor costs and uh, 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 fortifying your revenue generating activities with the human resources that you currently have. So
that is money,
that's what are we
right? You
talking
save
about here?
right. Companies are now able to be more efficient. I mean, companies like the 99-cent store that we just talked about that's going under, bankrupt,
Yeah,
laying
Family
people off.
Dollar,
Family Dollar,
Yeah, Family Dollar is, there are a lot of
goodness.
them are here in the Midwest, like, they're on every corner.
Mm.
300 and something stores have closed
Psh,
since the
dang, that's
minimum wage
terrible.
hike.
Right. Oh
300
my gosh.
stores, that's crazy. That's a lot of employees, and,
Mm.
a lot of people, their whole lives are gonna be changed.
Right.
This is, not to put this in a bad light at all, but these are
Right.
low skill positions.
Right. Right.
Oftentimes these are not people with degrees or any kind of
Right.
technical backgrounds, or and so when this sector of the community loses their jobs, it might be a little more difficult for them to go out and change what they're doing. They'll just be moving to another type of position, probably in the non-skilled arena, retail or something like that. But at the same time, this is where things like residuals for life comes into play, because
Residuals for life.
I'm just saying, you know how it goes, Safan. A door closes, another window opens.
There it is.
These changes that are happening in the marketplace, you got to see these as opportunities.
Hmm.
Change is not always a bad thing. Change could give you that inspiration or motivation that
Right.
you needed, where you wasn't going to do anything at first, but now your eyes are open to different possibilities.
Yes, yes. And I'm glad you brought that up, residuals for life. I mean, if you think about the residuals for life, you're getting paid residuals for life. And the way to build that is through a vehicle that allows you to create residuals. And phone and internet service is not going anywhere. And that's what I love about IGT.
That's right.
We're looking for anyone that's willing to do part-time, full-time, no time, sometime, doesn't matter. If they actually just contribute maybe an hour, 2 hours a week in helping businesses cut down their costs, right, and be more efficient, they can also earn residuals for life too as well.
Yeah,
And we welcome all agents. I mean, anyone from all walks of life. We Randy, I come from a different background, and you do too. We have Ben Martinez, Jenny Mard, from teachers to engineers to you know insurance to real estate agents to
that's right.
different uh
Corporate, from high level corporate positions, to hey, average,
right. I mean,
non-skilled people,
non-skill.
whatever.
Right. No, you don't have to know much. As long as you know people, right? This would be a great business for them to start building residuals for life, become an agent, and especially with your training, though. I mean, you get them going every single month too. I mean, your training
Yeah.
is amazing too. So they don't have to know a whole bunch of like technical knowledge
No
about the
technical. Yeah, no
telecom
technical.
world
Yeah. Yeah,
because
yeah.
you simplify it,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
love the way you
And
simplify it.
we
So
focus on the a lot more of the human interaction part of this whole thing,
I love that
which,
part. Yep.
hey, okay, there's one skill you got to have. You got to have, you know, some people skills. Okay, you gotta,
A little
you,
bit.
you're certainly not gonna get any customers if you don't talk. You know what I mean? So
Yes, absolutely. But we
yeah,
definitely encourage people if you got laid off recently, you're looking for a passive income, looking for another side hustle, you're looking for something to just supplement your retirement income. I just realized, Randy brought it to my attention the amount of percentage of taxes that you get taxed if you touch your 401k, especially when you need it right now. Man, the government, they want you to save money into that vehicle, but then when you touch it, they're like it's like a slap on the wrist, and
yeah,
is that right? You get penalized on that, right,
yeah,
Randy? We're
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, you get penalized if you use it too early, and you get really penalized if you don't use it if you use it too late. You know what I mean? So
Oh, okay. So you get penalized if you use it too late. So you can't just let the money sit there.
no, you cannot let your 401k sit there. If you turn
Oh,
70 years old and you haven't started withdrawing from your 401k, well then government's coming to knock for your penalty and your your basic taxable income at that level. So,
man, they want your money. They want you to
yeah.
start withdrawing.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
been waiting. They've been salivating. They're like, look, we need to get paid. So I always hear this a lot. People always they're predicting that, in the future, Social Security, it may not be there, right? They're gonna be it's gonna be depleted, which makes me worry because during the time when I was working for corporate, I was contributing to Social Security, and I don't know how much I have in there, but I'm not counting on it. I'm not
No.
like banking on it. That's why it's while I have the energy, the time, and these opportunities, like being an agent, with IGT, I might as well take advantage of it because it's going to build. It's going to supplement my retirement income. If I get supplement my Social Security. So
Yeah,
this is a great alternative too.
yeah, this with residuals for life, one or two or three or four, depending on your circle of influence, your network, this could be your retirement,
Oh wow, yeah.
because let me ask the audience a question. Is the social security benefit, is that promised for life? Do they come to you and say, "Hey, you're going to get social security for life"? We have no idea what's going to happen with that thing. We don't know.
That's a very good point.
You know, so taxes are a major inhibitor or
Hmm.
prohibitor of retirement in general, especially with qualified accounts and things like that. I don't want
Oh
to
my
get
goodness.
into all of these financial things,
Right, right.
but
But it's good. I mean,
obviously
this is residual. We're talking about finances. I
that's
read
right.
on the an article. It says they said like 44% of Americans, they cannot afford an unexpected expense, especially of like $1,000. Can you imagine
That's
that?
right.
Like if it's an
That's right.
unexpected that pop up, like let's say refrigerator, your air conditioner goes out, your car's messed up, whatever it is. These unexpected expenses when they pop up, it can bankrupt. It can financially ruin your family, and 44% of Americans are out there, and a lot of them are living paycheck to paycheck and are in debt. So why not build another stream of income,
Yeah.
passive income, and
Yeah.
being open to these that type of opportunities, right?
Absolutely. The world is changing around us, and you can sit and gripe about the changes that are happening around us. You can be angry and mad and point the finger at this person, that person, or this group or that group. But at the end of the day, um, the opportunities are greater today than they ever have been before. With
Wow.
every passing day, the opportunity to get into the marketplace and do something relevant or valuable to the marketplace, it has never been more opportunity than today. And so, with something like what we're talking about here today, Safan, residuals for life,
Hmm.
wholesale telecom, and the ability to partner with us and make this as part of your retirement strategy that is in desperate need of upgrading for so many people. What are we talking about? This is the greatest opportunity right here, right now.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I jumped on it, man, and I encourage. I've been talking to a few other people, other entrepreneurs, investors, and stuff like that. It's like, look, if you're looking for I had a guy. He does wholesale flipping, wholesale real estate,
Mm,
right? Fix and flips, and buy these properties, and he rents them out as rental units. And right now, that industry is actually hurting a lot too because of the high
yeah.
interest rate, right?
Yep. Yep.
And I asked him, what on average, what's your income like from each rental? He's like a couple $100, $300 to $400, cash flow. I'm like, that's not bad. $300 to $400 a month cash flow. And I thought about the maintenance, about the repairs that you have to do, the
That's an
management,
interesting
all that
point.
stuff, like a
Yeah.
couple $100. Where opposed to what we do here, we help companies save money on phone and internet, on tech, on phone and internet services, and you building residuals, and it can easily be cash flowing a couple $100 a month, part time,
Yeah, yeah, easily cash flow with no expenses, no
no
overhead
expenses, no
expenses.
overhead, no
Yeah, no overhead.
employees,
Yeah, no overhead expenses.
no liability, no risk. You don't have
No
any risk,
loans, no debt,
nothing
leveraging or anything like that at all. You can make the same or better money, per account that you get, if you
per
can
account.
imagine that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So for people who's out there, you guys understand what Residuals for Life is all about. Randy and I is always looking for. I mean, I say anyone, right? If you have, what it is, a heartbeat,
Yeah. We don't
congratulations. If you
discriminate.
know businesses
Yeah.
that have phone and internet,
Yeah. Which is every business, every business.
congratulations.
Yeah, yeah. We don't discriminate, we don't discriminate.
You
We're an
qualified to
equal
be an IGT. Yeah.
opportunity.
Absolutely, and
Yeah,
that's what I love about the opportunity here with IGT. You have to like look past. There's all kinds of different things out there. But this telecom is not going anywhere. Phone and internet, businesses are downsizing. They're laying people off. These wage hikes is a domino effect throughout the whole economy. High
that's right.
inflation rates,
That's right.
supply chain issues, cost of labor. Business are like, I mean, unfortunately, they're closing their doors because of it's expensive to operate, right?
That's
So
right.
you can be a hero for them by helping them cut down their operating costs and also be more efficient by utilizing those savings, just not just be cheaper, but take those savings and implement and reinvest it back into your business in other areas. Like we talked about AI automation, right? We talked about those type of strategies and systems to help your business grow, essentially, like you mentioned, Randy, to help
Yep,
them
yep,
grow.
yep.
Yeah, I love it. And you know what, and we have the sales trainer, we have the national sales trainer here, Randy Wilson, the best of the best. And you know what, for everyone that you don't know a lot about Randy, but Randy, you've been in telecom business for at least the industry for a while. I mean, you're
Yeah,
like
I
the
started
rich. Yeah.
years ago in the telecom
When you had
industry.
hair.
Yeah,
When
I
you
had hair. Actually, I think I shaved it back then too.
did you? Okay.
But yeah, it was an interesting time because so fun. I remember going to hotels like in the middle of San Francisco. Okay,
Right. Man, they
and
paid to come see you, I
oh
remember.
yeah, yeah, they paid. And then it was like trying to tell people there's this new technology coming out
Right.
called the information superhighway, aka the internet.
Right.
And people were like, "Really? Oh my, what is that?" And I'm like, "Man, this stuff is getting ready to take over the world."
Right.
And it was, a lot of people didn't even believe it. Like, "Oh,
Nope.
well, how do I know that something like that's gonna really work?" Listen,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
coming.
It's
And then
coming.
here we are, what, 30
Right.
years later,
Wow.
and you can't imagine life without the
I
internet,
remember, man. It's insane. I remember the companies. I remember these young guys my age dressed up in suits and they're packing these hotel conference rooms. And I'm like,
Yeah,
man, these
yeah,
guys are doing something big with their life. And I,
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
dang, I remember it. And I remember it was, the technology then. I was like, wow, that's actually pretty impressive. And now to see it fast forward, I mean, look at cell phones and smartphones and my
Well,
gosh,
how
man,
about this
technology
one?
is not going anywhere.
How
Yeah.
about this one? It's AI
Yep.
development
Oh.
and the far reaches of AI as far as how it impacts, human life is supposed to
Hmm.
be greater than what we could have even imagined with the internet.
No.
Imagine that.
Wow. Yeah.
Imagine that. You know?
AI. It's guys, things are changing. Here's your opportunity. Look into it. Reach out to Randy and I. We would love to get a consultation. There's a QR code right there, and we'd love to discuss opportunities with you. Whether you come from a background, whether you're it doesn't matter. Give yourself that opportunity. Give yourself that chance. You never know what IGT can do for you, and you start building residuals for life. That way, you can guarantee your own personal income. That money will be there, and not just depending on the government, right?
Right.
And get
Right.
penalized for it. And let's say you already, have enough money in your retirement. Well, this business. is designed for us to be a blessing to others. And
Mm.
as you become a blessing to others, you will be blessed tremendously, and we have guys like Randy, David Kirby, CEO, amazing guy. His heart is in the right place. I know he's definitely wanted to be a blessing to people. And um he always says this too as well. He said that, IGT is his income, but his outcome is being able to bless others through his nonprofit, through his Life
Yeah, he's got
International.
philanthropy going, and
Yes.
you know, that's just awesome to be a part of that too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, just to know that our company's in the right place. You know, we have the strong CEO, we have a great cause that's associated with IGT. We're helping the economy by helping to improve business in America, anywhere in the world. And then we're also reaching out to the average person like you and I, and
Yes.
we give an opportunity for them to not just grow their income, you know, today, but one of the largest issues in America today is the debt associated with the unfunded promises of the future, namely things like Social Security and all kind of healthcare promises and stuff that we're going to owe it to the people, the largest population of the largest percentage of the population ever, the baby boomers. This is
Right.
all coming down the pike here in the next 5 to 10 years. And IGT, Residuals for Life, is something that's definitely in a position to help that, remedy the problems that we're looking at with all of these things. So it's awesome, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Randy. I know we reached our 20-minute mark. We are a little bit 26 minutes now. But before we cut out, did we miss out anything? Any final thoughts you want to add?
You know what? I would say we probably missed out on a lot of stuff so far. I think me and you are gonna just have to get on this podcast again and talk
Yeah.
again about some of this stuff. How about that, brother?
I love it. I love it. When we start rolling, we're like, oh my God, our time limit's up. Oh my God. But you know what? We want to keep it short. We definitely wanted to encourage people to reach out to us, jump on the next podcast and binge watch
Yeah,
the last episodes too as well.
yeah.
But Randy, it's always a pleasure to have you on here, sir.
Hey, it's always great to be here. I look forward to the next time, Safan.
Absolutely. Before we cut out, I just want to have Dave's. This is a great video that Dave, famous saying that Dave, our CEO, Dave Kirby, always says. Let me play this real quick, Randy.
Founder and president of IGT. I got to pay somebody. Might as well be you.
Hey, and you
Hey,
guys, that wraps up for a show. Randy, anything you want to say?
good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
All right, you guys. This is Residuals for Life brought to you by IGT, and we'll see you again later.
3, 2, 1.